You're not tricking me, right? Because this... Okay. Wait, you're actually tricking me, right?
This is where I get the milk.
Holy shit.
Hey, how's it going everyone? For Fnatic, I'm Pete and this is FNATIC GETS SPICY, the show with spicy questions and even spicier wings. Today we're joined by none other than Fnatic's AD carry, Martin Rekkles Larsen. Since bursting onto the scene in 2012, he's been a mainstay on the Fnatic lineup and has made his mark on European competition. With 4 EU titles to his name, a string of international success culminating in a World's Finals appearance last year, and most importantly, not 1, but 2 Rift Rivals titles. Rekkles, welcome to the show.
We're live now?
Yes, we're live.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Beat. You know you don't have to say that, right? It's really fine.
What?
I mean,
all the stuff I just said?
I don't care.
You don't care about that stuff? Okay, I guess we'll find out how much you care about everything very soon. Sure. Maybe your mouth will burn. How are you normally with spicy food?
I don't like spicy food at all, but I can take a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Just so you know, both Wibo and Hilly both made it to the very end and had no troubles whatsoever.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right, well, we'll just see how far you will go in your climb of the ladder. Let's begin.
This one's pretty good, I think. I guess I'm talking too early. All right.
So I want to start a little bit about, you're a pretty high profile player. You've been around for a long, long time. I mean, to be fair, you're probably the most high profile player in EU. And I know that some people give you a lot of gifts. And I just want to know what's the best gift that you've ever received from a fan?
The first one that came to mind was, not sure exactly what this is called in English, but it's like a sort of book that was personalized for me. Not only there were a lot of pictures from my career, but also like big texts about the specific years. This was given to me at All-Stars in 2015, when I was in LA. I don't remember the girl's name, but I remember she gave it to me there. And it's something I have at home. It's in the bottom because it's like in the beginning of my career, but it's probably like the most personalized gift I've ever had, I think. It's legit like a book of 20-25 pages of my career, up until 2015, so it's obviously missing a part now, but kind of like a TLDR of what happened in that specific year from a fan perspective, I guess, which was really refreshing as well to see it because I obviously have my own view of the situation, right? So when I get like a fan perspective that deep, it kind of like makes me realize, I guess, how much like what I do impacts other people.
I mean, I guess you have a kind of responsibility now, because you're such a public figure. What's the weirdest thing you've ever received?
But I don't think I've ever had like a really bad gift or anything. I mean, I've had a lot of drawings, but I can't draw myself, so I shouldn't sit here and say like some of them are bad or anything because I can only really do like stick figures, I guess you call it. So I kept it all as well, so I have like a big box at home, which is stuff. I guess my plan long term is like when I'm done with my career, I want my apartment, which I'm getting next year, to be like decorated with like all of the stuff over the years. Like all of the jerseys on the walls, a big shelf maybe for all the gifts I've gotten, like awards I've won. Like a memory lane, like a pro, like a football pro.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of tours on YouTube from football pros where they have like an entire room filled with like
trophies.
Yeah, just
jerseys.
Like match balls or trophies or jerseys or football shoes that they wore in a specific game that meant a lot to them.
I guess we should move on to the next one. It's pretty safe to say that you had a pretty big year last year. There was a lot of ups and downs. There was like the whole benching thing into Worlds and then finals. Out of all of that, what would be the highlight moment for you? And why would it be Caps winning the All-Stars 1v1 tournament?
I know it sounds crazy, but the highlight was probably the fact that I stood up for myself and like benched myself in that moment, because I could have been really selfish, which probably 99 of the pros would have been, and just kept playing anyways. Because not only did I lose out on money, but I also lost out on a lot of branding opportunities. I lost out on just, chances to go further into the history books with, amount of kills or amount of assists or amount of games played, or just to further solidify myself as the main player of Fnatic. I felt like I gave up like pretty much everything by benching myself, but I knew it was the right choice, so it didn't really like come as a question to me. It was really obvious that after seeing the meta in week 1 that we would just be a much better team with Weibo. I guess in a way that was like my proudest moment for myself at least. I think I played really well in Spring Split, played really well when I came back in summer for the playoffs. And honestly, I was smashing it at Worlds as well. Overall, I played really well, but that moment specifically was like a really proud moment for me because I've always had troubles like standing up for myself. I've been a really neutral person my entire life almost. So the fact that I can kind of like learn how to say yes or no is just a good thing to do because eventually I'll have to implement it in my life anyways. So if I can do it now, then I don't have to do it next year or the year to come after that.
All right, level 3.
This one's a bit spicy.
Are you ready for level 3?
Yeah, I mean, this one looks insanely spicy.
So you've recently reached your a milestone in the LEC. You've made 1,500 kills. Highest kill tally of any player that ever was in Europe. Yep. How do you feel about being the all-time highest kill leader?
I think Riot wanted me to feel like it was special, but just whatever. If I was the one to win the most titles or have the most MVP titles, that would be a different thing. But having the most kills is like doing the most passes, I feel like, or scoring the most goals.
In football?
It's just whatever, you know. If you don't win the games, then you don't win the games. It doesn't matter.
So you'd rather win the game than be the kill leader?
Of course, yeah. I'm willing to role swap if that's what it takes.
I mean, we saw your Janna the other day, but we can get into that a little bit later. So let's move on to our next swing already. It's level 4. It's the Habanero and Tomatillo one. How are you doing up to now? You doing all right?
I'm getting a little bit hot, I feel like.
A little bit hot?
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one's pretty spicy. I can feel it now. But I don't see how people like this. I mean, no offense, you know, to people who like spicy food, but it doesn't give me pleasure, you know. Yeah. Okay, so milk helps, right?
It helps with the burn, yeah.
Am I cheating if I drink
this? I might need to go to the toilet soon, to be fair.
Am I cheating if I drink this?
No. I actually might need to go to the toilet. Can we pause?
You wanna go right now?
I need to do a
6.5 hours later.
Yes, I'm back now.
Yeah? How was it? That was okay?
It was rushed. Yeah. Maybe we should talk about this.
Sure.
There was this split, a huge rumor flying around. Someone started on Twitter, someone made a tweet that the reason why you were benched was because you and Broxah had a fight and like a physical altercation, I think was the words used. Can you tell us the truth behind that? And how much makeup did you need to cover up the black eye for the photo?
Honestly, I don't even know where the rumor came from. Because I feel like out of all the rumors you can try to come up with, that was just like the shittiest one of all of them, you know? Like, I'd maybe get it if you put like a rumor between Tim and someone else in the team because he's the new guy, so it could potentially make sense, right? But I played with Broxah for 2.5 years, so it's just, like, there's a limit to what I can take, but that shit was just like, hell no.
How did you feel when you first read it or first heard about it?
I thought it was just a joke, or like, it was just something funny that someone made up, but it was actually like people believing in this and thought it was for real, you know, that we actually physically had a disagreement. I mean, we don't even have verbally disagreements, so I don't see how we would ever come to that point because he's like the nicest guy ever. I think even if you wanted to fight him verbally, he wouldn't fight you back. Physically, it's like even crazier to think that it would happen. So it's just a weird rumor to me. I feel like some rumors in the past have been like maybe even close to the truth or could have been the truth, but this one was just like, why would anyone think that I'm fighting Broxah IRL? It's just like...
Hypothetically speaking, who would win?
I mean, obviously Broxah would win. The guy's fucking huge.
Let's hope that never happens. So there's this segment, a game we like to play on this show. It's called Explain That Pic. Okay. So we show you a picture and you have to explain the context of the picture, where it comes from, what's happening in it, why you look the way you do, blah, blah, blah. Are you ready?
Sure.
Before we bring on the picture, let's go with our next chicken wing.
That's pretty spicy.
Yep.
How's your belly?
Boom.
I think mine might be soon as well. But the thing is, I'm really hungry, so this is kind of like working out okay, I guess.
So let's bring in our first photo, please.
It wasn't my fault. They just thought it was funny to do my eyebrows. I think it's actually a cultural thing. So maybe it's...
Can you explain a little bit like about the picture, where it came from?
It's from Worlds 2017, where we played in China, and the makeup lady did the eyebrows of the players, including my teammates, so we all have the same picture. For Westerners at least, it's really weird to do our eyebrows, especially if you're a guy.
All right, let's go with the next one, please.
Some call it GIF.
Apparently, it's GIF, but people get really triggered when I say GIF, so.
I say GIF too. To all those people out there that say GIF, you are wrong.
Because I started thinking about it, because I had a discussion with my stream back in spring about this. And now that I said GIF, I don't remember if I said GIF or GIF. I actually think I said GIF. And then people got really triggered. I said it was GIF, and then we actually Googled it, and it's supposed to be GIF.
Really?
But I might have it.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Side. I'm not sure. It's either or.
I don't know which is which anymore. They both sound incorrect to me now.
I just remember I said one of them. People got really triggered because they thought it was the other one, and then we actually Googled it together, and it was the one I said. But I don't remember which one I said, so I'm just gonna leave it for the experts.
Okay. Yeah, so this...
2014, 2 or 3 weeks before All-Stars, when the voting started, and everyone made like their own clip of, I guess, an introduction of hype, so people could vote for them. And this was my idea, because back then, I guess I cared about how I dressed, but back then I really cared, so I would always wear a shirt over my jersey when we went to the studio. So it would be more like a football game where, you know, the players come in with like their suits before they change. So it's like really professional and everything. And then, I don't know, I guess we just came up with the idea that it was kind of cool, you know, to just rip it open.
Did you break the shirt?
No, it was a bottom one, like all the way down.
Oh, it was like one of the, not the one of these ones that you have to
like the one
in.
with the metallic?
Yeah, that just clip together.
Honestly, this video was so random because we did it in the middle of the summer in like June or July, and it was supposed to be my birthday, but my birthday is in September, so it was just like really random when we released it, you know, and people were just like really confused about it, and people started writing me like happy birthday and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, it's in September, guys, but thanks. I don't remember exactly, but it was for a sponsor of ours. So basically the idea of the video was that everyone gave me a gift, sorry. So everyone in the team back then would give me a gift, and then I would act surprised or like be really happy about the gift, and someone was giving me a baguette. So I guess this was the best I could come up with, you know, just
sniff it?
Yeah, just sniff the baguette.
Did it smell good? Was it a fresh baguette?
No, it was really not fresh. I mean, I know where it's from. It's from 2017 Worlds, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know why it became a thing. I still see it to this day. I guess it's just because we had the red jackets, right? Like, people just thought it was funny because it's the McDonald's colors, but maybe it's from the Twitch game where I ran it down, but...
Why are you delivering McDonald's anyways?
Yeah, I don't know, like, at all, yeah, I guess.
What do you think is the thinking behind this from the Chinese fans?
I mean, either it's just because of the red jacket or because I ran it down versus Immortals. It's one of the two.
Everyone that's been on the show has said that 6 is actually the killer one. The killer. It's a big step up between these two.
But it shouldn't be because it's only half.
Shall we find out?
Sure, yeah. Same.
YOLO. So.
Yeah, this one's spicy.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very spicy.
This is where I get the milk.
I know why. Holy shit.
So, I've noticed that you used to play with a really tilted screen. Like, I mean, for you, you kept saying it's not tilted. You didn't see it as tilted.
Yeah.
But everyone says it's fucking tilted, right?
But it's not that tilted anymore, is it?
Well, I mean, we can discuss that in a bit, but I just wanted to know, is this a way for you to, you know, stop yourself from tilting in-game?
No, but it's like I told you, like I actually didn't think it was tilted, right? But I'm pretty sure I don't play with it as tilted anymore. I think it's a little bit, but back then I saw some videos, right, and it's like legit like this. Now it's maybe a tiny tad, but back then it was actually like this.
It was almost vertical.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what went through my mind there, but I'm over it now, so don't worry.
I noticed that you do change your setup quite often. Like for a pro player, a lot of pro players like to stick to their setup and they don't change for years. I've noticed you've moved your mouse a little bit closer to your keyboard, like move your keyboard back and forth at different times in your career. So, are you still just trying to find the perfect setup, or what's going on? Like, can't you just get comfortable for once?
No, I have my bread and butter. which is screen as far back as possible, at the very top, but towards me. Keyboard and mouse as much towards each other as possible, and chair down, handles up. But sometimes I feel like I just get like uncomfy, not by the fact that the setup is bad, it's just by like sitting there for too many hours, and then I like to just change. Yes, I just like to change sometimes. I know it's not optimal, right? But if I'm sitting there being uncomfortable, then it's probably better just to change a little bit rather than force myself to be uncomfortable for like multiple hours a day.
Yeah, I noticed you also change sometimes your
windowed
mode.
Yeah, I try playing window to split. I used to play window actually back in 2015. Because the reason I went back in 2016 was because I came home and I had once again the different screen. But I kind of felt like after I did it for a couple of weeks that it wasn't really my thing, so I went back to full screen again. That was more of a try actually. That wasn't because I was uncomfy or anything. That was actually like me trying to see if playing windowed or not was better. Because I see a lot of pro players playing windowed.
Yeah.
They don't play like small windowed, but they play like one down.
Yeah.
So probably like 1600 x 900 or something. Is your mouth not burning right now?
It's fucking burning.
It's fucking burning, right? Yeah, I can feel it too. I'm trying to drink milk, but it doesn't help.
Doesn't help you?
Yeah.
But you're like hiding it very well, I must admit. Weibo was just like in all sorts by this stage. We've come a long way. We've talked about your stardom. We've talked about Worlds Finals. We've talked about all sorts of stuff up until now, and we've finally reached level 7 Challenger. And what we like to do in the final level is a fountain dive, meaning we go YOLO and put some extra sauce on the wing.
Why? Why do you have to fountain dive?
Exactly. Why do I have to put more sauce on the wing?
You don't. You can just eat the wing as it is. It's already covered in sauce. Don't do it.
It's up to you whether you want to follow my lead or not.
I am not going to follow your lead. You can die in the fountain if you want. I'm going to hit the Nexus.
Are you actually a Nexus hitter?
Yes.
You never dive?
Not if I
You
get
don't like
told.
Weibo and Hilly, you
Like,
just want the
the
kills?
only times I like to dive the fountain is when we have a rise with minions, because then it's like you're diving but no one is tanking, so it's really nice.
Yeah.
But diving the fountain with someone tanking is really int, and that's basically what you're doing right now.
I'm inting.
You're tanking and you're diving.
I totally respect your decision. Let's cheers to that.
We're actually gonna lick that off, or what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna eat it.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
You won't get the sauce though. Holy shit.
There's a delay. Just wait.
Okay, so you're not tricking me, right? Because this. Okay, I get it. Okay, I see what you mean. Wait, you're actually tricking me, right?
It's a slow burn.
You sure?
Yeah, it's a slow burn. Is it not hitting you? It's hitting me. You should have fountain dived with me, man.
Okay, yeah, it's hitting me a bit now.
So, one topic that we haven't discussed, and I guess a lot of people out there want to know about, probably already know about it, is your tattoos. Now, we already know like what the meaning of them are, but there are some people out there that don't appreciate the artwork that have come into your tattoos. Yeah? So what do you have to say to these people?
They have the right to their own opinion, right? I'm gonna say to them and to everyone what I told my mom as well, like, it's my body and I will do what I want with it.
You like to do things 100%, right?
Yeah.
So you got your tattoos. It's really burning my mouth now. You got your tattoos.
For me, it's still just the lips, but I guess I'm drinking a full glass of milk and you're still not touching yours, so. Wait, did you actually touch yours?
A little bit. It's probably a bad time to say that I'm lactose intolerant as well. But you did this whole sleeves in one go.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Like, that must have been insanely painful.
Actually, I never really minded the pain of getting a tattoo. What was mostly painful was sitting there and just waiting. The amount of sessions I went to and the amount of hours I just sat there waiting for it to be over was just like, it's really boring.
One final question for you. Do you think you've reversed the Janna meme?
I kind of realized after the game that regardless of what I do, people like to meme me anyways. If it's not my Janna, it's something else. And if it's not my play, it's something else. It's always gonna be something, right, that people just don't like about me or think that's funny about me. So I realized after the game that I should have just played something more fun, because I don't think Janna is that much fun. I just think I'm good at the champion.
Thank you very much for coming onto the show.
Maybe like this.
Yeah, true. And we'll see you next time on Fnatic Gets Spicy.